An Amazon remote data ops job lets you work from home. You'll review images, short videos, and sometimes audio clips from fulfillment centers. Your task is to flag blurry or mislabeled media. Accuracy and speed matter. A blurry frame can mess up robot actions and delay shipments. You'll check photos of shelves, watch loops of a robot arm picking items, and listen to voice prompts. Performance is measured by accuracy and how many items you process per hour. Hit the targets, and you could earn bonuses while keeping the team on schedule. Fulfillment centers run 24/7, so shifts are part of the gig. You might work 8-hour blocks, rotating between morning and evening. Yeah, the pay and benefits stay the same even with rotating hours. It's a 5-day week, weekends off, and there's no fee to join. After we cover the role, media, and shift rotation, we'll explain eligibility, requirements, and a common issue some applicants face. Got a high school diploma and already on the right track. Just make sure you can read, write, and speak English comfortably. Amazon says any 12th grade certificate works, no matter your major. Because the job is all about spotting errors in media. So brush up on your grammar with tools like Grammarly. No warehouse experience needed, and you can train from home. And that's why you can start right away. There's no upfront fee or recruiter charge. If someone asks, it's a scam. You'll need a computer with at least 8 GB RAM, solid Wi-Fi, and a webcam. Using a personal email instead of a school or work address helps avoid glitches. In short, diploma, English skills, no fees, good tech, personal email. That's the recipe for landing this Amazon remote role. After you submit your application, you might get a timed assessment. I remember my first try. My heart was racing. Look. Let's walk through it so you can beat the clock. First, go to Amazon Jobs and set up a profile. Use a personal email address. Add a short summary, your education, and any language skills. When you hit submit, Amazon sends a test link. Usually within a day, so. I once missed it because it went to spam, so check that folder. The link opens a timed logic quiz. It's a quick test with multiple questions scored right or wrong. Some people practice with online tools before they take it, yeah. After you finish, you might get invited to a live interview. Recruiters will talk about data audit scenarios and test your communication. Here's the thing. The whole process can take several weeks from start to offer. Preparation really makes a difference. Building a solid profile and practicing can help you succeed. I've posted a podcast that guides you through Amazon's data ops assessment. No paid courses. Honestly, some prep courses dump useless stuff. This one cuts straight to the essentials. The link is in the description. Listen before you hit the timed quiz. It covers everything from logical puzzles to data audit scenarios, just like Amazon uses. The podcast breaks into 3 parts. First, we walk through test navigation. Reading instructions, watching the clock, pacing yourself. Next, we tackle data audit scenarios, spotting blurry robot footage, mismatched tags, and tight comments. I share tips to catch those tiny details you might miss. An interview, like tell me about a time you caught error and how to answer. Plus, a quick PDF guide covers logic patterns, audit note phrasing, and timer hacks. Reviewing both will leave you ready for the assessment. I'll throw in a confidence boost that helps many nail interviews. You'll be reviewing media that Amazon's bots collect. Think of yourself as a digital quality control inspector. Your job is to make sure images, videos, and audio meet Amazon's standards. They'll spot the tiny glitches automation misses. The schedule was a 9-hour shift, 5 days straight. Then you get 2 days off. Rotating shifts keep teams balanced across time zones. That way you have a predictable break. A bachelor's degree is usually required. It needs solid English skills and spreadsheet know-how. No fees are ever asked for. Just a reliable internet connection. Aim for at least 25 Mbps upload and download. That helps you avoid audit failures. The hiring process starts with an assessment email. Then you take a timed test. After that, a live interview follows. There can be several steps before an offer. The initial test sometimes trips candidates up. Here's the thing, a free podcast breaks down the test questions. Listen to it a few times to clear up concepts. The podcast also offers a cheat sheet you can download. Many people keep that sheet handy while they study. Practice with sample data sets and time yourself. It simulates real-time pressure and builds confidence. So review media, stick to the 5-day week and meet the eligibility criteria. Follow the hiring steps and use the resources available. If you're interested, hit the link in the description to apply. And yeah, consider subscribing for more info. Bottom line, no fees, just a computer. Amazon offers remote data operations roles. You might work a 5-day week. The hiring process starts with an online test. Then comes an interview. Here's the thing, prep guides and quizzes are free. Make sure you have a stable internet connection. Basic computer skills will help you. What part of the process feels toughest? Drop a comment, we're listening. Subscribe for daily Amazon job alerts. Ring the bell so you never miss a role. Remember, the process has